I didn't do it.
Tell you what.
Man, we got 5,477.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
What you think about this league this week?
Oh, you gonna take it with
We gonna take them down. Yeah, we hate saying that because they're on the woods just on the roll right now. I mean, two next time. Look who they played. Testing 1 2. Testing.
Testing, 1, 2, testing.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Mic check, mic check, mic check.
You good?
I need to see that dog.
I say Houston and Acadiana. It'll be a good game. Well, she didn't make up. Yes, go Bob.
Yes.
Can you feel it in the air, ladies and gentlemen? We are
Yes.
8 weeks have come. High school football is shifting a new gear. We have district champs that will be crowned this week. We have teams on the bubble trying to sneak their way into the playoffs. We got teams trying to line up top 16 playoff spots to get a home field game. We have a lot going on here in week 8, and we have a loaded field of games. Let's tell you, this back stretch of games right here, it's going to be some tough ones. This is going to be the first time since we've been doing shows that we have this much non-local teams on the schedule. So keep that in mind. We have a slew of games to pick this week. Always, we want to start off by saying, welcome to Under the Lights. I'm going to introduce my panel right now. From my far right, you have the floor, sir.
Donald Young from Opelousas.
Keith Crozier from Port Barry.
Gary Swallow from Port Barry, Opelousas.
Holden Lee, Mandeville, Louisiana.
And Jordan Taylor, you can go ahead and say Cross Springs, Louisiana, if we're going from where we're from. But we live in Port Barry.
Right.
Also, we've been doing this for 3 years, Mr. Gary,
Right.
and it's been an absolute it's been an absolute treat to give the fans this every week. I know a lot of people look forward to this every week. A lot of people have reached out to us and tell us how much they enjoy this show, and it's just a breath of air to know all the hard work is paying off, and we give somebody something to look forward to every week, right, fella?
You're
What y'all
right.
think?
You're right.
Yes,
You're
sir.
right on that.
Donald,
Yeah, it's awesome.
I know you a newcomer here. What's your thoughts on the,
I
the
love
success
it.
so far?
I love it. I love it. The football is in there. You know, playoff district champs will be star crowned this week. I get choked up when I think about it because I mean, we never had this done. I mean, we got our local network and everything, Channel 10, Channel 3, but we have our own homeboys that's covering our own schools.
Right.
Let's put it like that. You know, we covering the local schools, Garrett. You know, we're on the ground running, you know. We getting coaches to call in, or we got special guests, and you know that's what's so awesome about it.
Right.
You know, people ask to come on the show. You say, "Hold up, let's get to the playoffs. Let's get the playoffs going. Then we're gonna get them back on." I mean, people want to come and you know and sit with us, and you know that's what's so awesome about it. You know, they love what we do.
Yeah, they do.
Well, go ahead and say right now, give a couple shout outs to a certain amount of people, and then the panel can go ahead and give their words. I want to say thank you very much to our yearly sponsors, Buck and Duck and Deaton's Cajun Kitchen. Also, I want to give a shout out to Touched by Grace Photography and Videography, and also Ricky Alves Photography. And one more time, thank you to Crate Airs Master Promotions for all the merchandise this year. I want to say you can follow us on social media, ladies and gentlemen. Facebook, we are just type in Under the Lights. Instagram, you can type in Under the Lights 4. On Twitter, type in UTL Sports 4. And on TikTok, Under the Lights 4. So a lot of ways to follow Under the Lights on social media. We look forward to hearing from you. Go ahead and get it going. Leave us a like on tonight's show. Hit the share button. Leave a comment. If you want to follow along with all the games tonight, you're more than welcome to. We enjoy seeing all the picks fly in the chat, right?
Right.
Yes.
Keith, you got the floor right now. I know you have a special shout out to somebody out there that you want to tell the panel and tell the people that are watching right now.
Yes, my number 3 son, I have 5 boys. My number 3 son will be discharged from the Air Force in November, but he's home for a month, kind of seeing everybody going around. So I want to welcome my son Matthew Crozier home. It's been 4 years, and it's nice to have him home.
Yeah.
Gary, go ahead and tell everybody about your studio coming up.
Well,
Studio coming up. Tell them everybody about your classes.
Yes. We have, I'm Gary Swallow with Tiger Rock Martial Arts here in Opelousas. We have classes for men, women, children of all ages. We start them as young as 4. And we've been actually growing a lot in the last 2 months. We're at a point now to where it's like, wow, where is everybody coming from? But if you're ever interested in martial arts training, we'd love to have you. Like I said, men, women, and children of all ages.
Holden, great opportunity for you. Want to let everybody know out there what's going on in your future.
This is going to be my last Wednesday night show. I'm not leaving.
Look at that. Look at that down there.
I'll be back sometimes on Fridays, not all the time. Depends on if I'm out of state or not. But I got a new job, so I won't be home during the weeks. But I might be home by Friday night to come do the recap show. But
Cool.
Changing careers for something I've been trying to get for the last year. So next time y'all see me, I'll probably be on MTV Cribs or something.
Mr. Donald, any news you have?
Yeah, I want to give a special shout out to Westminster girls volleyball team. Right now, they're ranked number 2 in the state in Division 4. If I'm saying that right. These young ladies, Coach Keith Leon have these young ladies starting. He give them 2 weeks off at the end of the school year, and they're right back in the gym and they're working out. You know, Tuesday through Thursday working out, and hard work pays off. Cause right now these young ladies, and they're not just playing anybody. They're playing teams like Notre Dame and LCA. You know, just to name a few, Karen Crow. And right now they're ranked number 2 in the state of Louisiana, their classification. And they going to be winning district next week. They're going to have district wrapped up. So congratulations to WCA.
Good deal there. All right, fellas. Longest win streak in the state of Louisiana. Listen up. It was Madison Prep at 15 games. Last week, we all witnessed Madison Prep go down to ULAP. We have to have a new leader for longest win streak in the state. Any initial guesses before I give it to you? Any initial guesses who has the longest win streak right now that Madison Preps went down?
Ooh.
Right, and I just saw who's in second place behind it. It's going to aggravate me.
I have no idea.
Stay tuned. We have that Mangum and General Trash pick coming up.
Yeah,
Who is it, Jordy? Go ahead.
Don't know.
I have no idea.
You have 7 teams tied. No. You got 10 teams tied at 7 games. So you do the math. So that means that's the 7-0 teams right now.
Yeah. So
Right,
yeah.
You have 10 teams tied for the longest win streak in the state right now at 7 games. That's how much it dropped off
Wow.
from Madison Prep. It's Catholic of Baton Rouge, Captain Shreve, Zachary, ULAB, Iowa, Laurelville, Sterlington, Church Point, General Trask, or Wichita Christian. That's some heavy company there.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of those teams are going to go 8-0.
Now, I'm not clowning, Jordy,
Go ahead.
but you want to give the stat on the longest losing streak?
No.
No?
No. We'll leave that
No, we're
alone.
not out to
What?
not out to go after nobody.
No, I was just asking.
Yeah, we all know who it
I was
is.
just asking.
So you hear that, and
He's like,
Oh We on. Oh.
You hear that, and it's just like, wow, right? You drop from Madison Prep, and now you have 7 teams tied.
Wow.
It's football in Louisiana.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You look at,
change.
after this week, you're gonna have some people falling off of that.
All right. How about the unbeatens in the state of Louisiana? How many more do we have? The unbeatens in the state of Louisiana. I just named you 10,
Right. I have
but there's
no
more
idea.
than 10. How many? And Donna, you have the first guess. How many you think in the state of Louisiana is there?
Jordan, I don't know,
Undefeated?
bro.
Just give me a number.
You see, we already put out 7,
Not
not
10.
necessarily. Well, yeah, 7. I want to say about 18
Gary?
unbeaten.
18?
That's total with all
And-
classifications.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
Keith?
18.
I'll go 20.
Gary?
I'd say about 20.
Holden?
Question again, I'm sorry.
How many unbeatens remain in the state of Louisiana?
State?
Yep.
Freaking, what, 3 you have about 4 or 5 alone. I'd say about 10, 12.
So
Yeah.
12, 20, 20, 18. The correct answer is 20 teams remain unbeaten in the state of
Oh.
Louisiana.
Hey, that's good. That's
Man.
really good.
Let's shift gears. Let's go into power ratings. Who's on top this week of all classifications in the power rankings? We're going to start off in 1A, and we have new blood at the top of the lineup. Any guesses?
Power rating.
New blood. Who's at the top of 1A?
Westlake?
No, they're 3A, boy.
Grand Lake?
Grand Lake was at 1. They lost last week. New blood this week.
Oak Grove?
Oak Grove, you're right. 4 and 3. Oak Grove's on top of 1A. 2A, we have new blood. Amy drops from the top spot. Who is the number 1 ranked team this week?
I'd say Manny.
Manny it is. 6 and 1 Manny, big win last week at home.
That's why I said
And they moved into the number 1 spot.
Okay.
3A, no changes there. It's Sterlington.
So,
7 and 0. 4A, no changes there. 5 and 0 Edna Carr. 5A, we have new blood on top. Who we got? Ponchatoula was number 1 last week. They're not this week. New blood on top.
Captain Shreve.
You're right, my friend. 7 and 0. Captain Shreve is the number 1 ranked team this week. Division 1, no change. It is Catholic of Baton Rouge. Division 2, there is no change. It is University Lab. Division 3, we have new blood. Who is it?
I have no idea.
Sacred Heart.
No. Southern Lab?
Division 3, Lafayette Christian Academy.
Southern
Oh,
Lab?
really?
LCA.
Southern Lab's in
LCA.
there?
Division 4.
That's Division 4.
Division 4, we have the same leader, and it's a Wichita Christian.
Man, how's it not Southern, especially
Wow.
after that win last week, huh?
That's a big
Oh,
great Southern
that's
Lab
amazing.
had.
Yep.
Right.
I'm surprised.
All right. Headlines from week 7. Listen up closely. I want you to debate on it. I want you to give your thoughts on it. I want to give initial reactions on these headlines, okay?
Okay.
That's
Did
good.
a lot of work into these headlines. Okay. How about 16 years old, number 32, Clayton McGee from Maryville with special needs. Suited up this past week and scored a touchdown.
Saw that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
all
did
right,
see that.
man.
I saw
Come
that.
on,
That
huh?
was cool.
Yeah.
That was
That
nice.
was great.
That's a great story out of
Yeah.
Maryville, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Your next one will be, how about some love for Iowa? This is their 7th straight game. Iowa has scored 40-plus points.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Then we're going to shift gears to the defense. Church Point has only allowed 20 points through 7 games.
Jeez.
That's awesome. That's
Jeez
awesome.
Louise.
What kind of defense they run, Jordan?
Church Point?
Yeah.
They just
A
come.
powerful defense that you
Yeah.
ain't
They
scoring.
come at you.
They just
it's
line up and say,
3-4
"Go
or
get the
4-2."
quarterback."
Yeah.
They shift.
I think it's a 4.
They
I think
shift
they
it every
shift
week.
them up, yeah.
They shift it every week depending on the opponent.
I think that they're going to make a run. I think that
Well,
they're going to do that.
Gary, I looked at Church Point last year
Mhm.
in the playoffs,
Right.
and they wasn't scoring many points,
Right.
but their defense was
stout.
stout. This year, they're scoring points out of the ceiling, and their defense is
It's
still
still
stout.
good.
They, like
That's-
Holden said, they might have a state championship
Yeah.
ball club
I'm not-
this year.
I said it from
That's-
what, week 2?
Yeah.
I like
That's
to
my
see
state champion 3-8. I'm ready for
Right.
y'all to come jump
Yeah.
on the boat with
Right.
me.
I like to see the takeaways per game.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of talent in 3A. I can't wait for those playoffs.
Yeah. 3A is going to be the most interesting, division out there, I think.
How about this next stat? Let's talk West Monroe. When we're talking district play, how about their win last week? 100 straight wins in district play.
What?
Yes, sir. West Monroe, 100 straight in district play. That's hard to come by.
Wow.
So you won your 100 district game.
Yeah.
In a row.
Which means
In a
they've
row.
gone
Undefeated in
Undefeated
district.
district
at least
for
10 years
Yeah.
in district or longer.
Man, now what? Man,
That's impressive.
That is
Yeah,
very impressive.
very
That is
impressive.
very impressive.
Because they didn't have no easy task
Figure
last
5
week.
district games a year.
They had Alexandria last week. That wasn't no
Yeah,
easy task
no,
to get number
Alexandria-
100.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow. That is awesome.
How about we talk Abbeville? We starting to love some Abbeville football at this table.
Yes.
Right. Most definitely. Abbeville's good.
Blake Sadler becomes Abbeville's all-time single-season rusher with record-breaking night last Friday. That's number 4. That's
Yeah,
not
That's
number
one-
3.
Oh,
Number 4, Blake Sadler becomes the all-time single-season rusher. Congratulations to that young
Yes.
man.
In
Definitely.
7 weeks.
7
In
weeks.
7 weeks, and he got 3 more left. Oh my God.
How about a couple of guys well-known locally heading to the Louisiana High School Sports Hall of Fame?
Right.
Yes.
First off,
most
Jim
definitely.
Hightower down in St. Thomas More,
Right.
and Coach Duke down there in Port Barry heading to the Hall of Fame down
Right.
there. It's awesome to hear that.
Okay.
You've been around Coach D for a
Yeah.
long time.
I've been honest with you. There's no other guy. I've been knowing Coach Duplechan not only as I was coming up because he's from Port Barry, but I mean when he went to Delcom for a while and everything like that, and then he came back to Port Barry and was a very big part of our state championship runs that we had run. And then I'll be honest with you, it couldn't happen to a greater guy. Couldn't happen to a greater guy.
Next headline, we're going to talk a Wichita Christian. Look, we don't know much about, since LCA played Thursday night, I got to go to Friday. What a game.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
Jay,
it
we
was.
watched it from the bleachers, from the game we were covering. We watched it on the iPad, and it was outstanding to see that comeback in that overtime win. Next headline. We don't talk of Wichita Christian much, but here's a headline for you. And there goes my son.
He's like, I'm gonna make some noise. I want to be known.
A Wichita Christian receiver. He's an Air Force commit. His name is Tristan Wiley. He breaks Mark Laird's receiving yards in a game last week with 241. So congratulations to the Air Force
Wow.
commit, Tristan Wiley from a Wichita Christian, for breaking the receiving yards in a game that was previously owned by Mark Laird. Now he has 241. You know Mark Laird, huh, Colton? You followed him coming up.
Mark Laird. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, but that's awesome news there from that young man.
And Air Force is going to need it because they got a couple of their wide receivers.
That are gone.
They're
yeah.
going to be graduating, so
Right.
I've been watching them pretty close, and they're going to need it.
Right.
Got a good quarterback behind them too.
Yeah.
Here's a next game. Here's the next headline that just blows your mind.
All right, what we got?
What you got,
It's
bro?
been 47 years since the last time that John Curtis has not been ranked in the top 10 polls in Class 5A.
What?
Really?
The last
Come
time
on.
they were not ranked in the top 10 was 1974. Let that sink in.
Jeez.
And let this sink in.
Let that marinate.
If a new streak started today, it would take up to year 2069 to break that streak.
Wow.
Whoa. Impressive.
Wow.
Very,
Very
impressive.
impressive.
Wow. That is crazy.
Troy, all the headlines I've seen this week said 47. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's all the headlines I've seen this week that said it.
Hey.
Also, we're going to stick on John Curtis.
All right.
JT Curtis is now 22 wins away from having the national record for career wins.
Really?
So you take that in mind. 22 wins away from being the all-time winningest coach in the United States, Donald?
Man.
Well, I mean,
Only in Louisiana.
but let me tell you something. John T. Curtis Sr. built a school revolving around football.
Uh-huh.
And he's done a tremendous job. And we've got a lot of good talent that came out of there that went into college and everything like that. So I mean, he's doing the job. And you might not like him because they win all the time, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you gotta admire him.
Well, here's my question. How many years does it take to break that record, and does he have those years left in the tank?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Now, how old is he, Garrett?
JT? Now this is Junior.
Okay.
I'd say it was going to take him
Another 3?
3, maybe 4, depending on the competition that he puts forth.
Well, Gary,
Is
if
his daddy still working with him?
He's a principal.
Gary,
Oh,
okay.
Gary,
okay.
if you get 2 10-win seasons,
Right.
and then the playoffs, you got it in 2.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying.
That's
but
true,
it depends.
yeah.
It honestly depends on his competition that he says. If I'm gonna tell you,
Corey Brody, I messaged you on Facebook if you could check that
Right.
message.
if you schedule teams like he's been scheduling, since COVID hit, he's been scheduling some tough teams. That might take him a little longer. It might take him 3, maybe 4 years. But like you said, once the playoffs hit, I'm sure he's going to dominate like he normally does.
Last headline of the week, and then we will get to stat leaders, and then we will go to the games. Final one. Did anybody hear this story? Hineville and De La Salle played last week. Hineville came out on top, 14-13.
Right.
If I told you that there were twins facing off on opposite sides last week, would you believe me?
Really?
The quarterback from De La Salle and the linebacker from Hineville were twin brothers this
I'll
past
believe
week
you.
playing against each other.
I believe.
Really? Oh my gosh.
The family moved into Hineville's district. The quarterback decided, they're both seniors by the way, the
Right.
quarterback wanted to stay. The other brother wanted to go to the different school. Twin brothers playing against each other. How cool is that?
Wow.
You talking about mom and dad having 2 different jerseys
Wow,
on in the
that's what I'm
bleachers,
saying.
huh?
Cut it in half and sew them
Sew it
together.
together, yeah.
Wow. That is awesome.
That is my headlines of the
Oh,
week.
we have one more. We have one more.
That's my headlines of the week. Panel, y'all have any headlines?
We have one more.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye, Ed Orgeron.
Yeah,
Oh,
Coach.
Holden, you wanted it. You got it, Holden.
Coach. Well, I have mixed feelings on that.
Me
I
too,
really do
well.
like him.
Thank you, Corey.
And as far as Coach O, and you know what? Best of luck to him. What I like is that they sat down and they discussed it, and they handled it like men, and they came to an agreement, and that's just the way it is. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if it's gonna be around here, but I think Coach O is gonna be successful no matter where he goes.
Good deal. How about stat leaders in the state of Louisiana? Rushing leader coming into week 8. We have new blood on top of the rushing leader.
Oh wow!
Can we guess the team this week? Who's the rushing leader in the state of Louisiana?
Let's see. I got you.
Abigail?
Arthur Lavier is the individual from Peabody.
Peabody is correct. Arthur
Right.
Lavalley's 184 carries for 1,536. 1,536 yards is his stat line this
In 7 games.
week.
Jordan, that's impressive, Jordan.
Receiving
Gary,
and passing, same two. Calvary Baptist's Landry Liddy is your passing leader with, I don't have those stats. Do you have those stats on you?
No, I don't.
And receiving is Jamal Levi from Barb, and tackles Jonesboro's
I got-
Hodge.
yeah, I got receiving.
Xavier
I got receiving.
Atkins is your stat leaders for this week. So only
Wow.
one new guy.
Hey, that means
Peabody
they're staying
jumps into the
consistent.
top spot. All right.
Right.
Anything the panel has before we go into games?
Let's
Good.
get it. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Everybody's
bro.
good?
Let's
Be
go.
good.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. If you would like to follow along in the chat, you can do that now. You can give us all the games you want, who you think's going to win, and we will announce that momentarily. We have Thursday night games. We have Friday night games. We have a loaded list here.
Yeah, pretty good.
Alrighty. Let's start off with Thursday night. If you ain't already hit the share button, go ahead and hit it now. If you ain't already hit the like button, go ahead and hit it now. Holly, you would like me to write it down? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even have it on
A pen?
A pen? I got it.
Oh, is that why you don't?
Oh, here you go.
Is that why you don't
Yeah.
have it on the schedule?
Yeah. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday night football from Under the Lights. Let's go.
Let's do it.
We're going to start off with the big dogs. 6-1 Avoyelles at 2-5 Marksville.
Yes, we do, Troy.
Let me tell you something. Avoyelles, big bounce back week. We all debated it in the bleachers last week. If they would have punted that football. This week, I don't think a punt's going to matter.
Oh,
What do y'all
God,
think?
no.
Oh, no.
Avoyelles?
I think it's
I
gonna be.
think Avoyelles.
Avoid will be like an 18-wheel on that field.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be pounding
Yeah.
them. Oh yeah.
I
It
think
ain't,
that's, I think that's
ain't
the
gonna
only
be
thing that's
pretty.
going to stop them from getting a state title, y'all. Would be,
Special teams?
yep.
Yeah.
But Avoyelles bad. In route.
Yeah. Avoyelles is going. I think it's gonna be a big one-sided game. Avoyelles in a romp.
Let me tell you something. When you got this next game, and Holly Revere says lock of the week,
Uh-oh.
right out the gate, ladies and gentlemen. Lock of the week for Holly Revere. Holly Revere is 4-2 in locks of the
Excuse me.
week. Usually when she goes lock of the week, we pretty much agree with her, right?
Right. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Who's that game?
Maryville.
3-4 Basile at 1-6 Maryville. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The Basile Bearcats are lock of the week, and they are a lock of the week for myself too. How's the rest of the panel think?
I think
Basile.
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 Bazil.
Yeah.
Basile, big win on the road. They're gonna win out.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ain't no. I don't see another team beating them from here on out. How about some homeschool football on Thursday night? It's going to be the Kings versus Acadiana Christian Homeschool. Give me Acadiana Christian big.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be a big old lopsided victory for
What he said.
Acadiana.
Ladies and gentlemen, huge matchup on Thursday night football. Absolutely huge matchup. You got Coach Vinny. You got Coach Travis Blaze battling it out in district play at Crusader Stadium. It is 2-4 Catholic Appointed P at 6-1 Westminster Christian Academy. Both teams trying to bounce back from last week. And Donald, you said you didn't want to make the pick, but you have to make the pick.
Can
West-
I go
Westminster.
last?
Yeah, you can go,
You
let me throw some more at you here. Oh, let's see. Catholic Appointed P. Here's my perspective here. The last few weeks we watched them, they've been struggling to score. Westminster, the last few weeks we've watched them, they have not been struggling to score. I gotta go with Westminster in this one because that offense, they just click whenever they're not making, like we saw the turnovers. But
Yeah.
when they click, right? We seen
Yeah.
that second half, they could
That's-
score like that.
I think
I
Coach Blaze is going to change that around this week from last week. So
Yeah, give me Westminster
Oh, yeah.
at home.
Westminster.
I agree.
Me too.
Westminster.
I have to go with Westminster too. I'm sorry, Gary. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I just gotta go.
Westminster.
I'm thinking Westminster.
If you give Blaze, I'm not Blaze, Gage, you give Gage time in that pocket, he will pick you
Yeah,
apart.
Oh yeah, yes he will.
Good
He will
quarterback,
pick you
yes.
apart. We witnessed
They
that. The
scored-
other,
they
I
scored
mean,
on
West
of,
Sacred Heart have an awesome defense, but Westminster still managed to put up 38 points on it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's impressive.
That is
How
impressive.
you, say it again. How you say points?
Prince.
Thanks.
Point.
Never out of
Hey,
the.
man, straight up Creole, man.
What we were impressed with, Donald, is those kids never folded. They never
No,
gave up.
no.
But
no.
that's what we were talking
Yeah.
about. What I liked about Westminster playing that game is that they never stopped, no matter how far they were behind. They kept fighting. So
Yeah.
Westminster this week.
I love both of the programs. You know, Coach Vinny, like all I said, Nunes Tank like a brother to me. We have, we have met Coach Travis Blade. We have the utmost respect for him in this program. You know what he did. They sitting out at 6-1. I have to go with the home team on this one. I'm going WCA.
Okay.
You know, my wife ain't gonna cook supper for me tonight. I guess I go to Burger King.
How about Oakdale and Vinton? Who you like there? Quick pick there, Oakdale or Vinton?
Oakdale.
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 Oakdale across the board?
The way they ran
Good
against
deal.
Thursday night. Jeez.
It's not on there.
It's just a picky.
It's not on there. It's just a picky throughout it.
0-7 Jeanerette at 2-4 Delcom.
Y'all can pick up the third
Yeah.
win.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it to Delcom.
And I think this is going to be a lot closer than we think.
Well, yeah, but it's still.
That's something wrong with Jeanerette right now, man. I don't know what it is. I think Delcom home field advantage. I think they're gonna have a shot.
Vinton's homecoming, y'all.
Give me Delcom.
Yeah, I thought it was too much on.
So we got Delcom.
Yeah, everybody went Delcom.
Okay,
Oh, look Alexa.
like the
0-7 New Iberia at 3-4 Como. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Como gets it done, but
Yeah.
I just think it has to be 14 or less. I don't think they blow them out here.
No.
I think it's gonna be closer than you think, but I don't know what's going on with New Iberia.
You never,
Man,
you
never
never
know.
once a time heard 0-7 New Iberia.
Oh,
that,
no.
you never heard that.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go.
Como.
Yeah.
Como.
Como.
Right.
Lexi,
Como gonna break 500. Gonna be at 500 this week.
Lexi, unfortunately, Thursday night football, we are taking the week off. Friday night football, we are taking the week off. It's going to be an off week for Under the Lights. So we're very sorry for all those that were
Como across the board.
expecting us to be up there. Next game up will be 4-3 DeQuincy at 1-5 Kinder. I seen the DeQuincy score on Oakdale. I seen the DeQuincy score on Oakdale. Kinder is having a down year, Gary. I have to go to Quincy here.
I'm going with. I think DeQuincy's going to be a little bit too strong for him. Hoping for a good game, but I think DeQuincy's going to
I
overpower.
hope Kinder wins, but I'm picking DeQuincy.
Right.
Sorry.
I'm with you on that.
DeQuincy.
DeQuincy.
Yeah.
Quincy across the board. 3-4 St. Thomas More at 1-6 Northside. St. Thomas More
Another
proved
school.
last week that the
never
future
heard- you never
is
heard 3 and 4.
bright for whoever the young gun
Yeah.
is at quarterback.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
STM.
STM. After what I saw last week, STM. That's all I gotta say. STM.
STM.
Yep, STM all across the board. Y'all gonna start picking some different teams down there?
We trying, man, but it's
It's the way things
just the way
lining up.
things lining up. The stars are lining up like that.
Yeah, STM.
Next game up will be 2-5 Kaplan at 2-5 Crowley. Heading down to Rice Capital for what should be an interesting game here. I say interesting. Crowley, you seen them knock off Northwest at the beginning of the year,
Right.
and then
Did
they
beat Lafayette also?
beat
No.
Port Barry.
Port Barry.
So we don't know which Crowley team's going to show up. We know Kaplan's going to play hard-nosed football. Very disciplined team there.
Right.
So do we go Kaplan or Crowley? Crowley might shock the world here, but I don't think they do. I got to go Kaplan.
I'm with you on that, Jordy. I think Crowley is, and I hate to say this and refer to Port Barry scored 30 points on them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think Kaplan is just going to be. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm going with Kaplan.
Yeah. So I think Kaplan's going to be.
Kaplan.
Yeah, Kaplan gonna take them. I know the Crowley is at home, but Kaplan gonna take it. They won't be able to stop that offense.
DeQuincy by 3 scores.
I
Next
believe it.
game up 2-4 Centerville at 4-3 Vermilion Catholic. Ladies and gentlemen, the Screaming Eagles starting to click.
They are.
Are they going to click another week here?
Yes,
Yes,
they
they
will,
are.
Jordan.
Yes, they will.
Jordan
I'm
gonna
with
take it.
VC across the board. They're peaking at the right time.
Yes,
You're
sir.
right.
How about 2-5 Jennings having a down year? They're going to take on 4-3 Lake Charles College Prep. Lake Charles College Prep could set up a huge matchup next week.
You're right.
With Iowa.
Yeah,
If they get
yeah.
past Jennings this week, and I think they do.
I think they
Yeah,
do
both
also.
of them, both teams have an explosive running back, you know, but it's all about what team gonna show up. So I'm gonna pull for LCCP.
Lake Charles College Prep.
Yep.
You're right.
Your next matchup, you got the state leading receiver going against the Tornadoes, correct?
Yeah, but can he get the ball to him?
We're going to find out.
That the offensive line got to give the quarterback some time.
Quarterback's ranked number 3 in the state in
Exactly.
passing right now.
Can he give him some time?
He's going to
throw
do
the
his
ball?
job. Will their defense do their job?
I may have to pull for the Tornadoes
I'm
on
going
this
for
one.
Barb.
3-4 Sulphur at 3-4 Barb. We have a Tornadoes. We have a Barb. What about you, Gary? Finally, we get a shake up.
Man,
I want soft.
I'm going to go Sulphur. I'm going Sulphur on this one. I think Sulphur's going to light it up.
Holden, Barb let you down last week. Do you pick them again?
Reason why I'm going with Sulphur is because they beat Lafayette and Lafayette beat Barb, and Sulphur gave Iowa a good game. I'm rolling with Sulphur this week.
Yeah, I'm
Good
gonna.
shot. You right, Holden.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Sulphur on the road.
Nick,
think
you
so.
think so, Nicky? Nick, you going with Barb, Nick?
Mm-hmm. He went every pick against us so far.
Right.
Nick. Next game up, 3-4 Tioga at 3-4 Eunice. The Bobcats, big win last week over Washington Marion.
That's it.
Can they get it done back-to-back weeks at home against a really good Tioga team, but their record does not reflect their team? Let's start off the bidding.
What team gonna show up, Jordan?
Bobcats.
When we talk
Yeah.
about Eunice, yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Bobcats.
I'm going with the Bobcats.
I'm going to go
because-
Eunice,
because-
too. I
yeah,
think that
because
home field
they're
advantage
at
is going
home.
to give them a little
And
push.
I
Give
think
me
they got their
Tioga.
rhythm, Garrett.
I need to stop picking with y'all heart. Tioga.
Well, Tioga's a good team, but I think, I didn't expect Eunice to win last week.
Y'all, look who they played.
Yeah, I'm going to have to shake things up here. I'm going to have to say Tioga myself.
They didn't play nobody.
Next game up, it is 3-4 Northwest at 4-3 Mamu.
Oh, wow.
Mamu, big win last week over Pine Prairie. None of us gave Mamu a chance, and
No,
they
we didn't.
shut us up.
Real quick.
Northwest, we watched them play against Pine a couple weeks ago. They look real good. They real athletic over there. Alex says the Raiders. We see him in the chat this week, Holden.
Where y'all was at last week? I don't want to hear that.
Donald, you like your Raiders right here, huh?
I'm going with my Raiders. I'm rolling with my Raiders.
Keep
Mamu.
Mamu. Gary?
Man, this is a toss-up. I watched Northwest play, and they just destroyed, Pine Prairie. I'm gonna go Northwest.
I'm going to go
I know
Northwest.
Alex.
I'm going to say Mamu at home. Outscores them.
I think the athletes show on this game, so I'm rolling with Northwest.
Yes, sir.
Boy, this is a shake-up.
Yes, indeed.
Northwest. That's like my first time picking. No, it's my second time picking them this year.
Ooh,
3-4 Sam Houston. Oh, I skipped one.
good shit, man.
3-4 Oberlin at 4-3 East Bow.
I'm upset with
Beauregard.
East Bow.
Man, they let you down, didn't they?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
you,
hold on.
you know who you picked
Twice.
against?
Twice they let me
You
down.
picked against Bearcat
Hold
Nation.
on.
That's
I
why.
want to let you know.
Tell me.
Oberlin beat Elton, but only let them score 10. And
You can't tell them the stats. You gotta let them pick
East Bow.
Oberlin.
East Bow let Elton put 50 on them, just to let y'all know that. So, give me Oberlin.
Oberlin.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Damn.
Gotta have some stats, bro.
I don't know, man.
You win East Bow?
I'm waiting to see what the
I'm
freaking
going-
fans want to do.
Oh,
Y'all are crazy
A
picking
lot
East Bow, bro.
of East Bow, yeah.
It's Oberlin, I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
I'm going East
Yeah.
Beauregard on this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Again.
Wow.
Hard head, like my mama said.
Okay.
Hard head.
Yeah.
I'm going
So
with
we got-
I'm going with what the stats show me.
Well, that's true. East Beauregard. Oberlin.
Yes.
Oberlin.
Just waiting on Sam
East
Bacon to
Beauregard.
freaking say something.
Oberlin. I don't know what he's doing with
Sam played both.
Oberlin.
Sam won't let me know who to pick here.
You played both of them already.
Well, they got him week 10.
Everybody went Bazil.
No, he's saying last week.
Who didn't go with Bazil last week?
What?
He went East Beauregard.
And I told you the stats. What
Sam
Bazil
says
did
none.
to Elton?
Sam says none.
None?
Sam said none. I ain't getting in
None.
that.
Give me East Beauregard.
Wow, Jordan.
Wow,
They-
East
they
Jordan
put-
and Donald went East Bow.
They put up 400 yards last week on Bazil. I'm gonna go with East Beauregard. Next matchup will be 3-4 Sam Houston at 5-2 Acadiana. Wrecking Rams roll
Wrecking
in big
Rams.
fashion.
Yep.
Yes,
Rams.
buddy. Acadiana wrecking Rams. Fear to veer, baby.
Hey, peaking at the right time, like
You're
we said
right.
earlier. They about to roll through district,
Yep.
and they're gonna squeak into that top 10.
This is across the board, Ollie.
Yeah.
You didn't have to even ask me that question. Acadiana.
Yeah.
Next matchup, it is 4-3 Welsh at 3-4 Lake Arthur.
Welsh.
You talk about rivalry here. I see it all over social media. These two teams really don't like each other much.
Well, they're that close to each other. I mean, one's right there, one's right there. They've been like that for years, I'm sure. But man, I gotta go with Welsh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Welsh.
with- I'm gonna go with Welsh.
Gotta go with Welsh also.
They almost upset Lake Arthur last week, so I'm going with Welsh.
Next matchup, it will be 7-0 Lowerville at 3-4 West St. Mary. Let me
St.
tell y'all
Mary,
something.
I'm upset with St. Mary.
Let me
John.
tell you something, Donald.
Well, talk to me, bro.
This is one of those 7-0 football teams that's going to remain undefeated this week. I got to go Lowerville.
Lordville.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Lowerville en route.
Yes, sir. Lowerville. The Twins. Nobody stopped the Twins yet.
Next match up, it is 5-3 Notre Dame at 3-4 Catholic of New Iberia. Notre Dame looking to bounce back after LCA went into their house last week. They're looking to bounce back, and I think they bounced back in a big way.
Notre Dame.
Oh
Notre
yeah,
Dame, yeah.
I think Notre Dame's gonna really put it on them.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
What makes them so?
Payo.
Which team you talking about?
I think he's talking about Lowerville.
Danelle, or I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Next matchup, it will be
Uh-oh.
3-4 Opelousas High, sitting 2-0 in district.
How
At
many times was able to say that, Jordan?
5-2
I'm
Been a
sorry.
Cecilia,
long time.
I'm sorry.
sitting 2-0 in district. You win this one, you're in the driver's seat. Can
Yep,
the Tigers win this game and be in the driver's seat, Mr. Donald?
That's
They have to contain number 28, and I think it's number 4. Those two young men combined for Cecilia Prince last week by themselves. You know, can they do it again against Old Church Tigers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Say it ain't so.
Come on.
Say it ain't
Come
so,
on.
right?
Come on, man.
I'm going with my Tigers.
Yeah,
I
it is.
figured. I knew that was coming.
I gotta go with my Tigers.
So your Tigers are going to be the district champs.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
All right,
Keith?
well, I hope so.
I'm an alumni as well, but
Yeah.
I'm going with Cecilia
I
first.
hear you. I hear you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
I
Keith.
will. I hope and promise and pray that the OHS
Stop studying.
wins.
Stop studying. Stop studying.
That's
You know who the only
it's not
one that
gonna
went
happen.
Cecilia last week and y'all all turned your back on me
You.
and went Beauchef?
Yeah.
That felt so good. That felt so good to get
I
the win
sure
last
did.
week.
I know. I'm going with my Tigers, Jordan.
I got to go to
know.
Bulldogs at home. If this one was at Donald Gardner, it was going to be rowdy for a district championship.
Yeah.
But I got to go Cecilia at
My
home.
helmet dusty in here, man.
Yeah, I went
Where
with
my
Opelousas last week.
Tigers? And they made you a winner.
Yep. But I don't know, man. Cecilia's good, and
Playing well.
They are.
I
They
think
are.
I think y'all can move the ball. I think y'all can put some points up, but I'm rolling with Cecilia.
It's enough to beat Cecilia. That's why I'm concerned about.
I'm gonna just roll with Cecilia. Just
Or it just
Score with 'em.
proved that they could score,
Yeah.
but can they score enough to beat Cecilia? Wait, Jordan.
why I'm going
Let's
with-
roll.
5-2 Beauchamp. Yeah, Cecilia. 5-2 Beauchamp at 3-5 Bro Bridge. Beauchamp, bad taste in their mouth, Donald. Bad taste in their mouth last week. They lost at home when they were in the driver's seat.
Right.
So they got a bad taste in the mouth.
Yeah.
They got to go to Bro Bridge this week. What do you think about Beauchamp's chances here?
Can Beauchamp come out and beat Robridge? I'm gonna say yes.
Robridge. I mean, Beauchamp. Sorry.
I'm gonna go Beauchamp on this one.
Beauchamp.
The
Gary?
Gators.
To me, this is a toss-up. But I'm gonna go with Beauchamp.
Holden?
Yeah, it's a hard game to pick because Bro Bridge's weakness is scoring. And I know
Yeah.
they scored a lot last week, but they also played a bad
Who they play?
Peabody.
Peabody.
And
yeah.
Peabody actually scored, 30 or 40 on
Yeah.
them or something? But I'm going to roll with Beauchamp this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks in a row. Jordan doesn't pick Beauchamp. He is picking Bro Bridge at
Am I by
home.
myself?
Nope,
What you
I'm
got,
by
Gary?
myself.
Jordan?
Bro Bridge
Robridge.
at home.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Somebody's got to separate and win this thing.
Yeah. And it's gonna be me.
4-3 Pine Prairie at 4-3
There you go, Jordan.
Iota.
Pick Pine
Yeah,
Prairie,
go
bro.
ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, Iota off last week, had a COVID win. Pine Prairie, Mamu kind of just said a statement last week. I don't know
They
what
did.
what to think here. It's been 3 in a row for Pine Prairie, and I hate to see this.
Right.
They're getting into district play, and everybody's good in that district. What are you thinking down there, Donald?
Man, I'm going Iota.
Like
Jordan?
the Bulldogs?
Yeah, I think the Bulldogs gonna pull it out.
Keith?
Iota, because if I would go with Pine Prairie, but they're away, so I'm going with Iota.
Gary?
I'm going Iota.
Holden?
If you're a power run team, that's their weakness is Iota's run defense because of their size. And that's what Iota is, so I'm rolling with Iota.
Yeah, I'm going to have to roll with Iota also. They will score some points, Pine Prairie. Big plays will occur. Can they stop Iota? That's
Yeah.
going to be the key for Friday
The
night.
last couple times I've
Right.
seen them, it's been really upside down for Pine Prairie. We
Next
shall see.
match up
Wow,
will be
And Lafayette's
Whoa, look at this one.
This one's
4-3 Southside at 4-3 Lafayette. The Sharks got to go to the Lions' Den.
Ooh.
That's a statement right there in
The
itself.
Lions Den,
The
yeah.
Lions' Den. The Sharks got to go.
I'm going with the the Lions Den. I'm going with Lafayette. I'm studying on this one, but I know which one I want to go.
What team's going to show up this week for Lafayette Lions?
That you're right.
That-
you're right.
that-
Showed up
That's-
last week.
You're
That's
right,
the one.
bro.
They showed up last week, but the week before they didn't.
I mean, come on, they lost
It's
the
like
crowd.
every other week.
This is a
They lost-
great football game.
Oh, I
I'm
think it's
going
gonna be
Lafayette because
great.
they're home. If it would have been at, if it would have been at
I have confidence
Southside,
in
I'd have gone with Southside.
I have confidence. No disrespect to Southside,
Southside
but I
lost.
just
last
I
week.
have confidence in
They won,
Lafayette.
didn't
No, they won.
They won, yeah.
Both teams won last week.
Yeah,
man.
Nick, yeah, I'm going with
Man,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going with Southside. I got a feeling
Lafayette.
that Southside's gonna wake up, so I'm gonna go with them.
It's a great
Okay.
pick, Mr.
All right.
Gary.
All right, no
It
problem.
is a home on home because they're both,
they're both this
they're
far
both
apart from each
yeah,
other.
They're
Yeah.
like not even.
Gary, I'm gonna roll with you, Gary. Give me the Sharks on the road.
I think
Close
I-
one.
Yeah, I
Very
think it's gonna be a
close.
close
You know how
game,
I
but
feel about them. I love this team, Southside. That's a good team for only the 3-5 years they've been open.
correct, and that's what I
Give me
was
the
thinking,
Sharks.
All right,
So 3-2
Brother's
there.
gonna hate me because he designed
went- who
Southside,
went,
but that's the way it is.
Uh,
I think it's gonna be a close
Lions,
game, man.
Lions. Here we go.
It
Next,
will be a close game. You
Yeah.
just want to see what team Josh brings on the field this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
next,
You're right.
next matchup will be, and we're getting to the good ones.
Yeah, now we getting really good.
Parkview Baptist versus ULAB.
ULAB.
If I said something about this matchup 3 to 5 years ago,
Be a different story.
Yeah,
you would be drooling over this pick. But right now, it looks like it's ULAB's state championship to win.
Oh yeah.
right.
So give me ULAB this week.
Yep.
And you know who ULAB beat last week, right?
Yeah, to be
Madison
Madison
Prep.
Prep.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm rolling with ULAB.
U Lab, all the way.
Yeah, me too. You laugh, baby. Oh, Miss Young. Holly. Holly got the pass.
Back across
Okay.
the board, Holly.
How about Scotlandville heading to Zachary this week? Scotlandville or Zachary? Can Scotlandville pull off the upset?
Nope. Can't
I'm
happen.
gonna go with Zachary.
Can't happen. Sorry. Zachary's too
Zachary.
strong. Exactly.
Another
My old-
5A
our
potential
old
state
friend,
champion right
Christian
there.
Right.
Zachary
Right.
I tell you
over
what.
Zachary.
Zachary is a quiet 5A team right now that's undefeated.
That's true.
Nobody's
That's true.
nobody's talking about Zachary right now.
Eli Holstein.
You never know. They might be back in the big dance.
You're right.
50
You're
true,
right.
bro.
It's gonna be across the board. Next match up will be 5-1 Santa Mont at 7-0 Catholic of Baton Rouge. There's only one team that I think could beat this team, and that won't be until the state championship or the semis. So I don't think Santa Mont can slow down Catholic of Baton Rouge. I think Catholic of Baton Rouge is big.
Hello, Miss Mindy.
Catholic
Pick
of
along
BR.
with us. Oh, yeah. I mean, Catholic of Baton Rouge all the way across, yes.
Yeah, that should be across. I know they're not gonna pick against them, right, Donald?
Yeah, I'm Catholic.
7-0 Iowa have scored 40-plus points in 7 straight games. Do they make it 8 in a row
Yes,
this
they
week
do.
against 6-1 Westlake
Yes,
at Westlake?
they
You talking about that place is going to be rocking for the first half?
I think, yeah, I would give it. I think it's going to be close for the worst half, but towards the end of the game, I think it's going to be a runaway. I think
who's that
Iowa
Iowa? Yeah.
wins
Iowa
big.
and yeah.
Donald?
I always been.
Setting up a huge matchup next week.
Yep. Can we say that gonna be district championship game next week?
It has to be. It has to be. Holding either way. All right, your next matchup: St. Aug versus
wow.
Archbishop Rummel. St. Aug versus Rummel. Who you like? Rummel.
Rumble.
Rummel.
Y'all quick to pick Rummel, y'all.
St. Aug.
I'm rolling with St. Aug this week.
I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Rummel's going to.
Remember
I'm
this,
gonna go
St.
Rumble.
Aug upset Westgate last week, and then the other 2 losses they've had have been very close.
Mm-hmm.
Rummel has been struggling. I'm rolling with St. Aug this week. Ain't
Yeah.
the same Rummel team y'all thinking about.
Well,
I know
We'll
they
see.
have, I know they
We'll
have
see.
a Cobra loss, right? Said all.
No,
They don't?
they're 1-3.
No, they didn't start until
Till later.
2 weeks into
Oh,
the season.
okay.
He
The,
picked-
like,
he
New
picked-
Orleans team.
Ru-
Braden picked St. Aug. Rummel has 14 sophomore and freshmen that start this season.
Could you imagine that team in 2 years?
jeez, that's going to be. But I'm still going with him.
How about this big dance feeling right here? If this,
Catholic.
if
I don't
this,
know about
Calvary
that.
Baptist.
hey, if this game, I mean, if we didn't have the split, this is a playoff game right here that you want to attend, right?
You're right. You 100%
Because
right.
you got 1A versus 1A at its best right here.
Switch to St. Aug.
Nah, leave it alone.
Oh, y'all
Leave it
can't
alone.
switch y'all
Leave it
pitch.
alone.
Y'all gotta stick. No, make them keep their pitch.
He said, leave it alone.
It is 6-1 Calvary Baptist at 5-2 Haynesville. You got state championship banners.
All over
You
the
got
place.
high-powered offense. It doesn't get better than this matchup here. But the better football team will win Friday night, and the better football team is Calvary Baptist.
Right. I'm
Yes.
going Calvary Baptist myself. Yeah.
Calvary
I don't
Baptist.
see.
Give me the top passer in the state. Calvary, baby.
Donna, you like Haynesville, right?
I'm thinking Haynesville.
That's a good pick.
They're both
Yeah.
good. They're
At-
both good
at
players.
Because they're at home.
At
Yeah.
Haynesville, that's a tough environment to play
Hold
in.
on. I
Right.
mean, because Calvary Baptist just bring the total package, though.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You looking at a matchup here. He told me that earlier
I'm on
today.
Calvary.
He said
though.
that this was going to be some hard
Who
picks.
you like?
Calvary.
Okay.
Okay.
Calvary across the board.
Yep.
Calvary across the board?
6-1
Yeah.
Sacred Heart at 5-2 St. Ed's. St. Ed's could shake up the district with a win Friday night. You realize that?
Yeah.
You
You're
go-
right.
The,
But they
the
can't-
Trojans are going to Blue Jay country. That place is going to be rocking. They want this one bad.
Where you at,
in
Nick?
Eunice. They want this game so bad, Mr. Donald, but I think the Trojans and number 10 will be the difference maker. That cat right there can fly.
No.
Can't
Yeah.
St. Ed match up with that front seven. That front seven of Sacred Heart they showed us what they could do.
Hell,
Right.
I'll
But
tell you
number
what,
10 ran up and down the field, man.
He ran
I'll
it.
tell you what, number
you know,
11, you ain't seen many linebackers look like that this year.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's a
He's
heck of a looking
big,
linebacker.
He's athletic, and that cat can move.
Right.
Sacred Heart.
I haven't been impressed with St. Ed's this year.
Yeah.
I heard all the hype about his best team in years. I just haven't been impressed.
I have to
So,
roll with. They showed us.
I'm rolling with
Yeah.
Sacred Heart.
Yeah, I have to
I
go
got to
Sacred
go
Heart
with Sacred
with
Heart
you.
myself.
And
Yeah.
you never know, it might be one of those Fridays
If
where
it-
we're all
right.
shocked at the end of
Yeah.
it.
Well, if there's no injuries
Well, we're-
involved in it, if especially
going
if
for
11 and 10 stay healthy and that line keeps blocking, they're gonna walk. I hate to say it that way, but they're gonna do that.
They're gonna do
Yeah,
what they did
but
the
I
last
like
week,
the
so-
front
Right.
seven. I like the front seven. You know, I'm a defensive man.
Yeah.
Right.
I like the front seven of Sacred
But
Heart.
Westminster scored 36 points on that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. But a line
But
that was
you
second.
kind of, it's a flip of a coin on this game. No matter, don't look at the records. Just
And-
look at what they're dealing.
You right, you right. And Sacred Heart St. Ed like to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Next matchup, it will be 6-2. Donaldsonville at 5-2 Patterson. The
Patterson's
Lumberjacks
going
at
downhill.
home, or Donaldsonville comes and spoils the party.
Wow.
Were that corn that y'all was using to
Yeah,
flip?
we gotta flip something.
Donaldsonville goes on the road and wins this game. There's my pick.
Yeah, me too.
Man, I'm going with you too.
Man, yeah,
No, we still got two to pick.
Donaldsonville.
yeah.
I know
Oh,
Donaldsonville's
look
not
at that next
too
pick.
impressive this year because they've had an easy schedule, but I'm gonna roll with them against Patterson.
Patterson.
Mm-hmm.
So
No.
everybody went with Patterson.
Yes.
No, everybody went with Donaldsonville.
Patterson.
Your next.
Who went with Patterson?
I don't know.
Nobody.
Nobody went with Patterson.
Nobody went Patterson.
Okay. Next game up, 5-2 Rayville Hornets coming into Abbeville Country. The 6-1 Abbeville will have a home game Friday night, and they have a tough opponent coming in.
Rayville.
The Hornets are coming in loaded with athletes. Can they outscore Abbeville in this one? Because I don't think much defense will be played here. I could be wrong. And I'm wrong a lot, so don't quote me on that. But this is a very difficult game to
Right.
pick because Rayville is a good football team, but so is Abbeville.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to make that pick.
Abbeville. Abbeville at home, bro. Your little brother, Jordan? Abbeville at home. What you think, Garrett?
Man,
Because
the reason I say this is, man, I'm gonna tell you, Rayville, don't underestimate them. Don't
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
underestimate
True,
Rayville.
true.
Rayville, I've seen go into places and whoop up on some teams. We watched Abbeville play in a and I'm gonna tell you, I hate to say this, I'm going with Rayville.
really, guys,
I'm
Rayville,
gonna go with Rayville.
Alice, and
Abbeville.
Chris.
Gary said Rayville too.
I'm going with Rayville.
You know, I said Rayville all day today.
Uh-huh.
I said Rayville all day. I was going to pick them. I was going to do this and that. And then I looked at Rayville's schedule. And that just gave me a red flag.
No, look at that.
But they didn't really play nobody.
That just gave me a red flag. They almost lost to Faraday. So I have to go with Abbeville at home.
Yeah.
And this isn't a good Faraday team. This is
They're down.
I'm rolling with Abbeville by a lot.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I was going with them all day, Gary. And then I got dumb and started looking at the schedule.
Yeah,
But that schedule might bite me.
yeah, can't ever
It
tell, man.
It bites me sometimes. How about your next game? 5-2 Homer at 4-3 Union Parish. You got some good talent on the
Man.
field for this one.
Homer.
He say home.
Yep.
Donald, you flipping the coin down there again?
Yeah, I am.
Homer or Union Parish?
I don't know too much about these two teams, man. What makes you go with Homer? I keep.
That's what I picked.
I hear you.
I'm gonna start off and say Union. I'm gonna say Union Parish. I'm gonna say Trey Holly goes for 250.
I was going Union Parish myself on that.
I'm going
I
Union
think that
Parish, baby.
home
Baby.
field advantage, the home field advantage, and I think they're just gonna be a little
Yeah,
too much.
yeah, Union Parish.
I haven't been. I've been looking at Homer's schedule all day, and
Oh,
It's
my
been-
God.
pretty easy. And one team they played good, they got blown out. So I picked Union Parish.
Where's Homer from? Okay.
North Louisiana.
Homer?
Oh.
Not Homer, North Louisiana.
Homer, South Louisiana.
Homer.
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 South Louisiana, down by New Orleans.
Your next
Homer is
matchup.
up north.
6-1 ERAF at 5-2 St. Martinville. ERAF has reeled off 6 wins in a row. St. Martinville, they are still that football team. Just remember that. But ERAF is one of the hottest teams right now, if you think about it,
All right, thank
that
you. Nick.
has reeled off 6 in a row. Can ERAF reel off 7 in a row by going to DeVille and getting it done? You got to think about ERAF, the ball they're playing lately.
ERAF and at DeVille, just because it's the way they're playing right now. ERAF.
Man, you gotta look what they playing. Iraq is playing. You playing in DeVille.
I know.
Who's the hottest team right now?
Oh,
My wife's
DeVille.
gonna hate me.
is.
DeVille.
My wife's gonna hate me because she's from St. Martinville, but I'm sorry.
I'm going to say Martinville on this one, young.
How many times did St. Martinville beat you this year?
Once.
Twice?
Once. Once.
They got 2 losses. I know you pick them every
yeah,
week.
Once. They beat me once and they had a COVID loss, bro.
I know you picked them during the COVID week.
Yeah. I got to go with St. Martinville too. I think I'm
Why
gonna
you
go with
peeling
them.
my head today, Jordan?
Holden?
Yeah.
7 in a row for ERAF.
It's a hard game right here.
This
Big.
could give you your win.
Yep. And I'm rolling with ERAF this week.
It's a great pick. That's a great pick. We don't often go against each other, Holden. I'm going to have to go against you right here and say St. Martinville. 4-2 Franklin at 5-2 Ascension Episcopal. Ascension Episcopal had a thriller of a game last week with Southern Lab. You do
They
that
did.
with Southern Lab, and okay, I'm convinced Ascension Episcopal is a damn good football team.
Right.
I got to go Ascension Episcopal at home, but Franklin could shake up this whole district this week if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could. But I'm
Going
going
with
with the Blue Gators.
This is a good Franklin team, y'all.
Yeah.
They really
They are, but I'm going with Blue Gators because they're home.
So
Yeah.
that's
Ascension Episcopal for
But
me.
I'm
and
rolling
Don.
with Ascension
Yeah,
Episcopal
I'm
this week.
going
Ascension
Ascension
Episcopal.
Episcopal too.
But I would not be
Donald.
surprised.
Donald, give me Franklin. You like Franklin, right?
I
He's
remember
like, no.
I put a loss on your name,
I'm going
bro.
to the Gators.
You like the Blue Gators? All right,
I'm
cross the
on the
board.
Blue
I still remember when Donald picked West St. Mary to beat Franklin. How that turned out.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
And he still BSing.
I don't know, Alex. Ascension Episcopal was matching their athletes with Southerns last week. They almost beat them.
Yep.
So you can't say out athlete them because they almost beat
Southern Lab.
Southern.
Alex,
Lab.
since the Blue Gators are better coach. That's what I'm looking at.
And it was at Southern Lab too.
Right.
It was
So
at,
it was
it
at-
was
it
at
was at-
Ascension
it was
Episcopal.
at-
Oh, look at that next.
It was at the.
Yeah. Next
That's
game
another
up.
one gonna be flipping.
5-2 Westgate at 5-2 Turlings. You know who's pissed right now?
Turlings.
Turlings. They finally have a chance to beat St. Thomas More. Everything is in their favor. They've been getting beat by St. Thomas More for so many years. Walker Howard's not playing. It is Turling's year to finally do it. And they
don't.
lose in overtime. You think they're pissed off this week at Turlings?
Yes, they are.
You think they're going to come with vengeance this week at home?
Yes, they are.
You think Westgate's going to let Turlings beat them this week? No, they won't.
No, they won't.
Westgate on the road.
Yes.
Westgate
sir.
gonna take it.
Westgate on the road.
I'm giving the edge to Turlings. I'm sorry. I think Turlings is going to come
I
back.
ain't, but that's why they play the game, bro.
That's right.
I haven't been impressed with Turlings. So
But I have to go with the Westgate.
their defense has given up a lot these last few games. I mean, look at
Who's
Carroll.
that?
Turlings.
Turlings, yeah.
And I know Westgate. Everyone's saying, oh, they lost to 0-3 St. Aug. Man,
That's a
when you-
Division
St.
One
Aug's
football
a
team.
good. St. Aug's a good team.
When you
It's
playing
a
against
5A ball club.
when you playing against New Orleans teams, man, there's no slouches.
You're right.
And
You're
St.
right.
Aug has played a very good schedule and they play teams tough. So that wasn't a bad loss by Westgate, and it was on the road. So you know what? I'm rolling Westgate this week.
Westgate, Turlings, Westgate. Oh, Donald.
By myself, huh?
No, boy. He's by himself.
Who?
You got Westgate.
You got what?
Oh, okay. I got Westgate.
You talk about this next matchup, and it makes you cringe.
You already know how I feel.
7-0 General Trask at 6-1 Mangum. Do not count this one out from a potential quarterfinal or a semifinal rematch.
General Trash. Where they from?
Do not count this out.
Oh, I think.
No.
No, General Trask is from
Up north?
So do not count this one out for a
Okay.
potential rematch
What
in
classification
class of
they
2A.
What classification? they
2A. This is a dandy of a matchup. General Trask going on the road to Mangum. I went and experienced Mangum last year. Great environment there. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere that night. General Trask is loaded with points. They score a lot of points. This Mangum football team is really good. Also, they score some points. So you got hit or miss
Now, where Magnum from?
up north.
Up north Louisiana.
This is district football up north.
Up north, yeah.
Holden likes General Trask. He's liked them the last 2 years. And he's got a good feeling this General
Okay,
Trask
got the
team.
hiccups.
They've scored over 50 points every game besides 2 games this year, and those 2 they didn't score. One was 48, and the other one was against a good Bastrop team, and they scored almost 30 and beat them by a lot.
Right.
So I'm gonna start off. No, I'm gonna let y'all pick y'all's before I give these stats.
Holden likes
Yeah.
General Trask on the road.
Hold on, no. I'm gonna give some stats before they start doing these picks, but I'm gonna pick Trask.
I'm going to say Mangum at home gets it done. A defensive stop at the end, and that environment will make a difference.
I'm going Trask. General Trask.
General Trask. They've always been top dog
Right.
for the past couple of years.
I'm going
Look,
Magnum.
Chris, I see you. You know.
You going Mangum?
I'm
We
going
know the
Magnum
same
at
thing,
home,
bro.
bro.
Okay.
I'm going
Appreciate
Magnum
you.
at
General
home.
Trask.
He went
Mangum.
Mangum. He went Mangum. Everybody else
I
went
went
Trask.
Magnum at
And I'm
home.
gonna tell y'all right now why I'm going with General Trask too, fellas. I
You
think
don't
they
have
have
to.
a better offense, and they both played Fairy Day. General Trask beat them 60-0, and Mangum only beat them 20-0, and that's the only reason, one of the reasons why I'm going with Trask.
Okay, that's cool.
No, Chris, nah. I'm
Give me
going
the
down
Dragons.
to pick the.
Yeah.
No, I'm going Magnum, Chris.
Next matchup, 5-0 Lutcher at 5-0 Edie White.
Man,
You
throw,
guys-
throw it out the window.
Edie White
Man,
plays defense. Lutcher plays offense.
just throw it
That's
out
the
the
way you
window.
can look at this one. You got to go to Edie White
Man,
against that defense.
and that's a district game, my bro.
Yeah,
It
baby.
is. That's
Man, just
that's
throw
all
it out.
district
all
games right
districts
now.
now.
Throw it out the window, Jordan.
Lutcher, Edie White. Somebody's going to stay undefeated this week.
E.D. White at home.
Yeah, I think Edie.
Where's
White.
that corn? Anybody got a corn on them? Seriously.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Just go with the home team, big dog.
I
Man,
might
that's-
have to
that
take your
Lutcher's
advice
tough
on this
too,
one,
man.
man.
I'm going to say the Lutcher Bulldogs goes on the road and wins this game. That
Now, you gonna
offense-
tell me to go
that
go with the home
offense is
team,
gonna
but
be
you
hard to
gonna-
stop
You
for
gonna
4
flip?
quarters.
You gonna flip the script on me
Who you win with them?
on this one, here, baby?
That offense is going to be hard to stop for 4 quarters. That's going to be my perspective there. Give me Lutcher.
Okay. Holden.
Give me Lutcher, man. This team's good, bro. And that's a team. Was it 4A?
3.
3A. That's another team that
But you looking
we
at
are
it.
also sleeping on for 3A.
You
Give me
got
Lutcher, baby.
you got Edie.
Ah,
man,
look
see
at
that
him.
again,
He changing his pick left and right
Edie
tonight.
I
White.
never picked it. I ain't never picked it.
Yeah. I just have a feeling. I think the home field advantage is going to help Edie White out. But man, these two teams are good.
The only
It's
reason I'm
it's
picking
crazy.
E.D. White because they're home.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey,
Wouldn't surprise me.
I
if
know.
Fletcher
I
wins.
wouldn't be surprised if Lutcher comes in there and rolls over.
go
but,
read that comment, Donald.
Oh my.
Last time you picked a team from North,
All right, Braylon.
Braden speaking facts tonight, huh?
Which was carry his team game of 84 persons involved.
Yeah.
I love you too, Mr.
Yeah,
Wilson.
you felt the love on that one, brother.
I love you too.
Final 2 games.
Here we go.
Here we go. You want a dandy? You got it, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back, buckle up, grab your popcorn, get ready for 5A football at its best, because you got 6-1 Alexandria at 6-1 Ruston. Alexandria, bad taste in their mouth. They lost to West Monroe last week. They will be out for blood this week. Ruston, a double overtime thriller, combining of 100 points. They won by 1 point last week. Ruston and Alexandria just not get any better than that. This is 5A football. This is a potential rematch here in the 5A playoffs. So keep a close eye on this score Friday night. But who do we like? Alexandria or Ruston?
Ruston. Well, not just because they're home, but they got a good, decent running back right now. And granted, they did have some issues last week, and they did win it in overtime, but
56-55 was that final
yeah, I
score.
mean, there's no defense.
There's no defense
There's
there.
no
That's what I'm
defense on
saying.
any team, so it really didn't make a difference. But
Man, I have no idea.
Give me Elliott. I'm going with Elliott on the road.
Gary?
Tell you what, ever since I went watch Ruston play up against Acadiana back in the day,
they had a decent running back then.
Yeah,
Now he's running over everybody.
I'm going Ruston.
Holden?
You know, remember I was high on Alexandria, but man, they have not. Besides that one team they beat out of state, their schedule has been fairly easy, and I think Ruston's a little more battle tested. So I'm rolling with Ruston this week.
I can't agree more. Ruston at home is the difference maker. And I got to say, Ruston. Who you went, Donald?
Who you went down?
I want Elliott.
There it is. Chris said it. I didn't say it.
You went
I want Elliott.
Final game, ladies and gentlemen. Curious to know what the panel thinks of this one.
Let a few people answer in the comments before,
Yeah, before we post. Yeah.
Brother Martin
just to see.
4-0
at Karen Crow.
in the open air Crow Dome.
You ever seen the Crow Dome rocking like it's going to be rocking Friday night?
It's gonna be shaking.
And just
Bubba.
let people know that nobody knows we're going to that game, not
Not
to
to
let
Not-
Jordy
not-
explain it.
Yeah, we're going to watch it as
As
a
a
fan
fan.
because we haven't been a fan in 3 years.
Right.
It's
So
been
this
3
will be
years
the
since
first
we
time
watched the
go
game
to
as
a
a
game
fan.
without video, and so we
Oh,
actually-
really, Chris? I don't want to win this week. Okay.
Tell
Get
him,
on, get on, get
Tell him
on.
it's 18 loss.
All right,
Yeah.
Christopher.
Karen Crow Golden Bears at home running that veer against Brother Martin's. Their offense and defensive line is the truth.
Right.
I don't know, man. This is gonna be. Does Karen Crow want it more than Brother Martin wants it
How
kind of
bad?
deal?
How bad? King Jake Cormier. That's his name, right? The head coach for Karen Crow.
Mm-mm.
What's his name? Man, can he prepare his team for
Brother Martin.
man?
Well, I'm want me to start off?
Yeah, go ahead.
I see everybody's comments. I picked Brother Martin because I've played against them. Them boys produce running backs, offense, and defensive lines. And nobody can say that they don't see a veer because they play John Curtis. They play all these other teams that run the veer that have in New Orleans. So you can't say they've never seen the veer before. They have. These boys are bigger than Karen Crow. Like I said, I've seen them. I've played against these boys. So it's hard. This is a tough game, but I'm rolling with Brother Martin.
Man, my friend Mindy just told me, said the Bears.
That's what she
And,
said. Yeah, I'm looking at it, yeah.
she's going with the Bears. Oh man, I've been thinking about
I'm going
this
with Brother
all
Martin.
day. I gotta go with Brother Martin.
Jordan,
King?
Brother Martin. What you think, Jordan?
I'm hoping I'm wrong. I want the Bears to win, but I think
I think Brother Martin will be
Martin
too
gonna
much for him.
Save the best for last.
Keith?
He's flipping coins in his head.
You play eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I picked Karen Crow first,
You sure did.
and I'm going to stick with my picks. I'm going with Karen Crow. I haven't changed my picks at all. I go before the show starts. I sit here and I go through all the picks. The last couple weeks have been changing. I'm going back to pick
Picking Karen Crow is not bad. That's
No,
not a bad
I think it's gonna be a close game.
Oh, it's
But
gonna
I
be
think
close.
Brother
It's gonna
Martin with their athletes and their backs that they have, I think that's going to be the difference.
Wait till you see how big
Carrico just let too many games get away from them.
Yeah.
They have to
Right.
fight to get back.
And that's just it.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Carecrow's
Hey.
on a little win streak, y'all.
Flip,
Yeah,
flip,
they
flip
are.
the coin. Flip the coin. And I'm sorry, Mindy, but I had to use my brain and not my heart.
Who's
Jordan?
Crow's 3 losses?
Acadiana, Ruston,
And Lafayette.
Ruston by 3.
and
Acadiana by
Lafayette.
1.
Lafayette was the bad one.
Lafayette was the bad one. That was at Lafayette, correct?
That's what I'm saying. They let too many games get away from them. They had to
No,
fight,
that was
fight to get
That
back.
was at the Crow Dome.
I think it was at Karen Crow.
Okay. I'm gonna
Talk to me, bro.
this one's gonna make me or break me this week. This game's gonna make me or break me this week. Give me Karen Crow at home.
Whoa.
Okay. All right. Good
Okay.
pick.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Make me or break me this week to win the whole week.
Whoa.
Yeah, if it was the Karen Crow team last year,
Yeah.
I would have rolled with Karen Crow.
100%.
Yeah.
This Brother Martin's a man. Like I said, I know I've seen, every year I've been in school and played them. Them boys are big.
Tell you what, I'm gonna be cheering my little tail off for Karen Crow
Yeah.
Friday night. And the
Well, you know,
I might just go
and
sit on the
honestly,
victory
Let's
side.
go with that
well,
game.
honestly,
baby.
I'm gonna tell you, I
Karen
want
Crow
Karen
and,
Crow to win. I really do.
Brother
But
Martin.
you know, Brother Martin's got some horses.
yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, they always do.
Hey, I said all day I was picking Brother Martin until y'all did.
I said I know Brother Martin. Wait till you see, bro. They the size of Donald.
Who Carr plays this week?
They don't play nobody.
Nobody.
When we don't have a game on there, a specific game like Carr or somebody, it's because they mark a W.
It's locals we pick and also best games around the state.
Right.
Okay. Donald,
Yes,
Keith,
sir.
Gary, Holden, we have made it through our picks. We're sorry we didn't get to every one of them that are in the chat that we're looking for them, but we want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Donald, last initial thoughts heading into week 8. What are you most excited for? What do you want to see? And just anything else you would like to say about week 8.
I want to say there are some awesome games on the schedule this week. Guys, y'all be careful. Play hard. You know, protect yourself from that COVID, from that Delta. But Jordan, you put some awesome games down there for us to pick. But I'm looking at the OC game. You know, then you got Westminster. That's who they play, right? Westminster OC.
No.
No.
Westminster Catholic
Catholic
Appointment
Appointment.
That game, that once again, that's right there, Jordan. It's in my heart. You know, but
Should
we
be
have some
interesting.
good games on
Should
tap.
be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the Opelousas game?
Once again,
District Championship game?
it's right there in their hand, Jordan. It's for them to take.
Right.
If they, correct me if I'm wrong, Jordan, the way the points look for them, if they win tonight, and Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris Esprit, if they win Friday night, they be in the driver's seat, right?
Oh, most definitely.
OHS.
Don Blue plays Ponchatoula.
Nah, can OHS, well, I can't believe that. I'm asking this. Can OHS beat Beauchesne?
Found Blue plays Ponchatoula. We
Why
didn't
you
put
play
that
the
game
game?
because it's gonna be a
Yeah.
blowout. It's
Why
gonna
you,
lose that.
why you play the game?
Yeah. I'm through. I'm through.
Keith, initial thoughts of week 8.
It's getting tighter and tighter for our picks.
Right.
I hate saying that. The records are going up or down depending on who's playing. I say this every week: be safe and watch your knees.
Yeah, I agree. The main thing that I want to say is good luck to everybody. Stay healthy. These picks are getting harder and harder because we're coming down to the crunch time.
Yeah.
You know, you got some of the best people in the district that are firing off against each other. You know, you have a lot of undefeated teams, one-loss teams in
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir.
Making it harder. And like I said, the most important thing is play hard and just stay safe and stay healthy.
Holden?
No, just I'm ready to go well for the first time. Enjoy it. Not saying we don't enjoy the game, but it's different when you're doing it as a business rather than a fan. So I'm ready to go enjoy it this Friday, watching a good game between Brother Martin and Karen Crow.
Yeah. Week 8 should be in for a lot of surprises this week. And We should have an outstanding week of football. And I just want to say thank y'all for coming on the set and picking games with me. Like I said, 3 years running here. We've been doing this baby for 3 years.
It started off at a football game to somebody's backyard to Gary's front entrance to now
Nice year.
this.
Yep.
And when we finish with that, it's going to be even better.
Yep.
Yes, you will.
So, best of luck this week to the locals. Best of luck to those teams trying to stay undefeated. We should have a lot of teams to announce that won district championships this Friday night because a lot of teams will wrap up districts. A lot of teams, it will wait till week 10 to be decided. Also, you have to start thinking, who's on the bubble to get into the playoffs?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's on the bubble to get a home playoff game?
Yep,
Those
yep.
questions will be answered these next 2 weeks. We look forward to the recap show Friday night. We will see you then, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a pleasure from myself, Mr. Donald, Mr. Keith, Mr. Gary, Mr. Holden, and myself with Espen, Miss Cookie, and Holly. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen, and also check this bad boy's shirt out.
There we go.
Check that bad boy's shirt out.
You too close. Back up, back up, back up. There you go.
There we go. That works
That
better.
There we
better.
go.
Oh, Daddy, you showing me